Alright, we're back on the T100R. We took our whizzer wheel and we ground off our stripped bolt that held our crankcase protector plate. We've installed a new flathead screw, a new nylon lock nut, so our crankcase protector plate is now securely mounted. We also came down here and we removed our primary chain case drain plug. Not a lot of fluid came out, but there was some oil in there, so that's a good thing. We went in to adjust our primary chain tensioner, and when we did that, we found out there was no adjustment screw in there. So the next step when we go in there and find no adjustment screw is, well, we have to pull the primary chain case cover off and see what the problem is. So I went ahead and removed the cover. I pulled out the primary chain case cover mounting bolts. I removed the primary chain case cover. And when I removed the cover, I found this little piece laying in the bottom, and this is the tensioning sleeve. It goes on the tie rod, and part of the tie rod is still in the tensioning sleeve. And what this tie rod does is mount to this chain tensioning blade, and as you tighten this up, it comes in and it flexes this tensioning plate, which is what adjusts your chain tension. So what probably happened was this was never adjusted, and as the chain started flapping around, I work hardened the end of this rod and it broke off. So what our customer told us, that there wasn't any abnormal noises, was probably incorrect. He probably just didn't know what normal and abnormal was, because this would have made quite a bit of racket, this chain flopping around and this tensioner blade flopping around. So when that happened, it pushed this tensioner blade this way in the case cover, so it bent the tensioner blade. So the next step is to get the tensioner blade out. So what I have to do on that is remove our stator. So I remove the 3 nuts holding the stator, and I'm going to take the stator off. I've also pushed the stator wire back in from underneath. It goes through the back of the case here to give me a little slack enough to get the stator off. So I'm going to gently remove the stator. Try not to hurt those wires when I take it off. I'm going to very gently put that stator right there. Okay, now we're going to take this tie rod out. Hopefully it'll slide out. That's not happening. Flashlight here, see if we can figure out what's going on. It looks like that slides out with the tensioning blade. So what we're going to do is slide this tensioning blade out if we can. Alright, there we go. Alright, there's our tensioning blade. I don't know if you can see the bend in that. You can see the wear marks. It should be parallel to that, going on an angle. So I don't know how long it was like that, but that's not a good thing. Okay, we got that out. Got our stay pin there. Got some wear on it, but it looks intact, looks usable. So what we're going to have to do now, we're going to have to order a new tensioning blade, new tie rod, new adjusting sleeve. We'll get a new gasket, put all that back in there so we can adjust our primary chain, put the primary cover on, we'll put our stator back on, and hopefully we'll be good to go on this side of the motor.